Welcome to your daily focus for March the 14th, 2022. My name is Tilly. This is Tarot with Tilly. Thank you. Thank you truly for all of the positive, loving, supportive energy you send my way each and every day. I send it right back to you. 14 as our energy today. Well, having more by having less. That is a lot of the 14 energy. Understanding what we need in our lives, what we don't need in our lives, what has value, what doesn't have value, what is simply clutter. So we could be purchasing things at the store that go unused. This is a time to understand where we are wasting our time, our energy, our resources. Now 1 plus 4 is a 5. The 5 energy is about bringing in joy and giggles and laughter and romance and creativity. So many times, if we have too much clutter in our life, in our hearts, in our minds, in our environments, we can't be creative. We can't be joyful. We can't be romantic. Too much stress comes in. So where does the stress come from? And how do we alleviate it? Alleviate? I think that's the word. Anyways, we have and the daily would be the same, right? The daily would, March 14th, 2022 is a 3 plus 5 plus 6, which equals 14 as well. So the numerology is very strong in its energy today, asking us to look for where we need balance in our life, where we need to put more time or energy or resources in a certain area of our life, where to pull back. Now, Sun is in Pisces, Moon is in Leo. So it's more of a day to unwind, enjoy yourself, enjoy people, get together, bring people together, encourage cooperation between each other. It could be a day where we see what we want to see. We gloss over any kind of problems. We could either imagine just the very best and blank everything else out, or imagine the very worst and blank everything else out. So be careful of that kind of energy being utilized in your life today. Let's see what the cards have to say. It could also be a day where we say things we really don't mean. We might get called out on something like that. So take it back a step and think before you speak today, or actions even. We may not care that anybody's watching or listening, and it'll matter probably down the road. We have the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is about gathering information, making sure that we're making the right decisions going forward. What don't we know yet? What is the page that is left unturned? Where do we need to ask the questions? Where do we need to investigate? Where do we need to strengthen our stance? Now, when the Queen of Wands makes a decision, we never have to look back on that decision. So it's a beautiful day to make those decisions if we've thought it through, if we've asked the questions, if we know what we are saying yes to and what we are saying no to. Absolutely. We can make some great, strong decisions today in our life. We didn't look at the bottom card. The bottom card, look at that, the Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles is all about new beginnings, new starts, being able to see that path forward. But with the Ace of Pentacles, we usually get something solid, whether it's a new relationship in our life, or it could be finances. It could be something that we need in order to go forward, something to let us know that we are headed in the right direction, we're on the right path. So if you're thinking about retirement, you see a thing about investments, it's not necessarily that it's that investment, it's waking you up to what you are going to do with your money going forward, or investing in yourself in some way, or investing in a relationship in some way. So things come in to motivate us to keep going forward, to learn more, to take new steps, to take a risk on ourselves. We have the King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles is back in the second position, telling us that we need to think outside the box a little bit. We need to have new ideas, fresh perspectives, new awareness, new knowledge. We wear the crown of a living vine. So there has to be growth in our thoughts, in our ideas. But it truly does bring in great success, and especially in money and relationships with that card. And it's right dead center. So this is a day to prosper. This is a day to look at your finances. Look at, and it might not be finances. It might be time that is so valuable to you because you just don't seem to have any. Look at your structure of your daily routine. And once again, we go back to that 14 energy. What do we really need in our routines? What do we have as filler that we can omit and open up time, energy, or resources for new things in our life? And the Ten of Wands. The Ten of Wands is about releasing. Releasing what is holding us down. Now, here we are, okay? Now, the wands on our back are really the things that we feel we need in order to go forward. Without one of those wands, we're ultimately going to fail. And we're carrying these things, and it's such a burden. It's like anchors around our ankles. It's such a burden to take each and every step, and we need to just stop. Maybe relax, maybe let our hair down. Maybe joining a group of people and taking things apart and putting it back together in a new way. But we need to stop. And we need to think to ourselves. Or perhaps look at those wands and think to ourselves, what am I carrying with me that is of no use? What do I actually need to go forward? This could be obligations. This could be commitments. Now you can see that some of those wands have great life force attached to them, right? There's blossoms, there's new leaves sprouting, but others are completely deadwood. And we drag those things forward with us, and we don't understand why we can't get more momentum in our step. But it could be feelings, it could be drudging up the past, and especially past failures, looking at the worst of things. So today is really about releasing and understanding where we want to step and growing that idea in our mind, focusing on the path forward. Yes, we are still in new moon energy. I think Friday we have our full moon coming, but until then it's new moon energy. It's about growing, allowing new in, being creative. And maybe, just maybe, we just need to relax a little bit and let our minds wander to our true potential of what we can actually bring in to our world going forward, what we can manifest into a reality for ourselves. Let's get a mantra card. Self-reliance. Don't be afraid to fly solo. Is that what it says? Don't be afraid to fly solo. Yes. So it's knowing we've got this. It's knowing that we already have the skills, the talents, the knowledge within. Maybe it's having a conversation with ourselves today. Understanding our true value, what we deserve, our worth. And yes, it's beautiful to have people in our lives and working with us, but when we don't find those people, it doesn't mean we come to a halt today. We go forward anyways. We take the steps that we can take. One more page, I just know it. There we are. So today is all about having courage, fortitude, to lovingly insert yourself and your point of view. Sometimes when we do this, we gain the respect and support from friends, family, colleagues. And it will take a boldness and an integrity to stand up for ourselves and be counted, especially if nobody else is supporting us. Trust yourself and value your own opinions and judgment. Flying solo is a challenge that takes courage and confidence. This is a road to freedom. Become lion-hearted and know that your best protection is your own spine. The mantra is, if it is to be, it's up to me. If it is to be, it's up to me. Write it down on a post-it note. If it is to be, it's up to me. Put it on your mirror, on your computer, on the refrigerator, on the microwave, wherever you want. If it's to be, it's up to me. Let's see what our animals have to say. And our animal today is, oh, they don't want to be cut again. Our animal is, look at this, freedom with the horse. Freedom is back again. Freedom has been a popular card for 2022, hasn't it? Freedom, transformation, free spirit, move, and courage. The secret of happiness is freedom, and the secret of freedom is courage. Horse has a powerful message to share with you in regards to your time of transformation and newfound freedoms. Sometimes it's easier just to sit in your fuzzy PJs and hope that life will change. Yet you continue to allow yourself to be shackled away from your true spirit and soul. Horse tells you it's time to dream big. It may be time to make changes within your current relationships, whether romantic or platonic. It could be that you feel stifled by your current career choice. Freedom doesn't mean that you give up your entire life. Instead, allow yourself to disconnect from the anchors tied around you. It takes courage, and the end result will be positive. Spend some time in nature, taking in the feeling of the wind in your hair, breathe in nature's goodness, and just be. A few moments of solitude each day can allow your soul to reboot and clear itself from life's toxicities, freeing it in order to see the proper path. Horse could also mean that it's time for you to move house locations to the country. So it's all about recognizing the freedoms that you can have in your life, that you can step into in your life, and how to actually make the right decisions going forward to make that a reality. Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.